the type of operation that requires congressional authorization. The language that they're using, the terminology is wartime counterterrorism terminology. I spent 3 combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. This nation spent 20 years at war trying to counter terrorism. We spent $3 trillion doing so. This is precisely the role of the United States Congress. To have the debate, to talk about the funding, and then make a decision about whether an operation like this is in the interest of the American people, whether military is the right way to approach it.
Do you have any concerns that this will lead to U.S. enacted regime change in Venezuela?
That was not covered today, but I have concerns about mission creep and how this can tumble out of control, which is exactly why Congress needs to be consulted. We need guardrails, we need oversight. This is the first briefing that we have had to the United States Congress in the months since an armed engagement has occurred. It's wrong and it has to change.
Could you support a war powers resolution that was narrowly tailored to address the narcotics movement in this area? Or do you feel like, the congressional step there would be to put more guardrails around this?
Well, we need to have the debate, actually. Congress needs to be engaged to debate whether or not the use of the military is the right response to interdicting counter-narcotics in the Western Hemisphere. This is precisely the role of the United States Congress. And once that debate happens, we can determine whether or not that's appropriate. But again, we spent 20 years doing this without debate, without the authorizations, without the oversight, and we've seen how this turns out. It doesn't turn out well.
We have to run.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Did they outline the justification behind the strikes for you, and was it satisfactory?
It's absolutely not satisfactory. There are a lot of legal questions, and that's why it's so important that this opinion get declassified. The only reason it's classified is because some of the findings that support the fact that this is a threat to the United States. But they're clearly keeping it classified because they don't want to share this rationale.
Are you worried that we could be creeping into a regime change with Venezuela, potential war over there?
Absolutely. And I heard no commitment to coming to Congress for an AUMF, for a declaration of war, before they conduct ground operations, if that's clearly their intent to do so. And I don't understand why there would be several thousand Marines on ships. I served as a Marine on ship. We're not there to conduct boat strikes. We're just there to go in on the ground. So I don't understand why there would be thousands of Marines off the coast of Venezuela if they do not intend to actually use them on the ground.
Is it a deterring presence to have them there?
Deterring from what?
Narcotics movements?
I mean, I didn't get a chance to ask a question, but the question I would have asked is, if you have been successful at deterring boats from transporting narcotics, are you actually succeeding in your goal of deterring drugs, or are drugs coming in other ways? Have you actually seen any decrease in drugs in the United States as a result of a decrease in these boat transits? We have yet to hear any rationale. I mean, the other thing I'd like to ask is, if this Honduran drug kingpin was pardoned because he was indicted by the Southern District of New York under the Biden administration, then does this administration plan to pardon Maduro because he too was indicted by the Southern District of New York under the Biden administration? I'd like to hear an answer to that question too.
Thank you, Congressman. Good. Too.
Yeah, Mark.